Hi you guys, and welcome back to my channel. So like you see in front of you, today's video is going to be all about repotting. So today I'm going to be repotting some orchids that I had underneath my terrace inside of these clay pots, and I'm going to be putting them out in my yard. So this is all part of my summer DIY project. I'm going to be revamping my yard this summer. So if you haven't been following along, take a look at those videos. So all of these are going to be going around my yard, especially under that gumbo limbo tree that you saw in the last video. Now I'm going to be using all of the supplies that I just purchased, and there's a video on that if you haven't seen that, where I go shopping for all of these supplies. All right, so what I'm going to be repotting today is going to be some oncidiums that I have in their original containers. I got these probably about a year ago. Now the catasetums I'm going to be doing a pot on, which means I'm not going to be removing any of the media. It's going to stay in the original media. I'm just going to be packing on some new medium over it. Just they need larger pots. These just are just getting annoying. They're always falling over. Let me show you what I'm going to be using today. I'm going to be using my new clay pots. I'm going to be using some baskets. I'm going to be using some of these hangers, which these hangers are great because they're really long, and this way I can hang them from my trees. I'm going to be using some New Zealand Sphagnum moss, which is my choice of media for everything except for Cattleyas and Dendrobiums. And if needed, I'm going to be using some of this Besgrow special orchid mix. Now this is going to be, if needed, for my Oncidiums. I'm also going to be spraying the roots if needed with some hydrogen peroxide. I mean, this has been cleaned and put in here. This is hydrogen peroxide, not Windex, obviously. But this is some hydrogen peroxide in here. And let's see, and then I have some gloves just in case I need them. You guys, I don't like using gloves, and I know I should, but they annoy me, they suffocate me, and I'm very stubborn when it comes to using gloves. So if I need to, I will use it. But I do encourage everybody at home that's going to be repotting to get a good pair of gloves, because you never know what you're going to find in the media, and you want to protect yourself. So let's get this repotting started. I also am going to be putting one of my orchids, which I believe is probably my bolero, inside this beautiful decorative basket. Look at how pretty. Now this was a gift from my son's girlfriend. She got it from one of the orchid shows, and I haven't been able to use it. I haven't thought of anything to put in here, but now I decided that I'm probably going to put my bolero inside of here. Look how pretty that looks. And that's going to be under my terrace as decoration, but I just wanted to just get that repotted also. All right, so let's get this repotting started. All right, so let's start with this Oncidium right over here. So I'm going to be putting her inside of this 4-inch clay pot. I mean, she fits in here with a pot that she's already in. So I think that this is going to be big enough. All right, so this is what her roots look like. So I'm going to just, what I'm going to do now, and I'm going to do this off camera, is I'm just going to try to remove the old sphagnum moss from here. I mean, it doesn't look like it's decaying or anything, but I want to put her in some fresh moss now that I'm going to be repotting her. So I'm going to do that off camera. I'm going to just get everything wet and just see how the roots look. I mean, everything looks very healthy. So I don't think I'm going to have to be doing too much work to it. But I do want to just get rid of some of the old media and replace it with some new media now that I'm going to be doing this. So let's see what these roots look like once I've taken everything off. So I've already taken her out there and sprayed her down. Now the sphagnum moss that she was in hadn't decayed or anything, and I really don't want to mess with too much of the root system. You know, I always like to be very, very gentle and just remove whatever I think needs to be removed, but I really don't dig in too much. You know, the roots of the Oncidium are very, very thin, so if you mess with them, you can break them. I mean, they look perfect. Now I will spray her down a little bit, you know, just in case with some of the hydrogen peroxide. It's not going to harm it, but yeah, that since she's going to be inside a new home, that way she's all ready. Okay, so this is all the sphagnum moss that I did remove. I didn't remove all of it, just kind of I do it more so that the roots of the Oncidium are not suffocating. This way I know that once I put her inside the new pot, she will be comfortable and the roots won't be too smothered in there like she was in this pot. All right, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna put some fresh media around it. I'm not gonna make it too tight. I'm just gonna kind of put it around just so to give the orchid some stability. This Oncidium is done. I'm not gonna add any bark chips to this particular one. I don't need to, and then those are her roots. All right, and let me put her tag. All right, so tag's in, she's ready. I am going to hang her, but the hanger I will put off camera once I'm finished with all of my repottings. Now let's get started with the bolero. All right, so here we have my bolero. Let me show you her tag. So this is a Bolero Marfitch Select, and it's gonna go inside this beautiful decorative basket. Now, I'm not sure what to expect in here. It's filled up with bark chips, and I've had her already for about a year and a half. There's a lot of new roots growing in here. Take a look at that. Take a look at that. And she definitely does need a new home. It needs a good repot, and I'm gonna put it inside the decorative basket. I'll just scoot it over once it's time. All right, so just empty out the media there, and let's see here. So the roots on this one are not as good as my Oncidium, my other Oncidium. This one was put inside the bark chips, so I do see a little bit of dead roots. So I'm gonna do the same with her. I'm just gonna go wash her up outside over there with my hose, come back, see what I need to cut or see what I need to just get rid of, if any of these roots are decayed or anything, and I'll be right back. Let me just wet all this and see what I have going on before I get her repotted inside the basket. All right, so I've already just removed all of those bark chips and some of that sphagnum moss that was in there. Roots look okay. I mean, there are a few that are dead. See how they just kind of come off and stay like these little strings. So I removed a few of those. Now I have some new growths over here and some new growths over there, so that's nice. These are brand new roots. So let me show you how I'm gonna get this in here. Let's see how I'm gonna do that. So I wanna give it a nice layer just of sphagnum moss at the bottom. And this is like decorative, so I'm just gonna focus on the actual part where she's gonna be potted in, which is right, see, right in the center. And just place her in right here. Now I'm gonna have to just tie her in so she doesn't fall. And then just add a little bit more of the sphagnum moss all around her, loosely, so that she doesn't suffocate. I don't like to pack the sphagnum moss like so much. I just kind of like, you know, put it around there. So I do want to add just a few bark chips on this one around, just to give it more layers. So I'm just gonna just add a few, so like a handful, and just put it around. And then I'm gonna add another layer of sphagnum moss. And I think that'll be sufficient. I mean, she's pretty stable. If I see her wobbling or not as stable, I might just tie her up so she doesn't fall over. But I think it looks good. All right, we'll just move this over and kind of show you guys. Show you out here. So I think it looks nice. Let me hang her. What do you guys think? See the new roots. Now, if I see that she is wobbly in here, I'll just tie her up with some of that green tie wrap and just tie her to the basket until she attaches herself. But that is my bolero inside of this wood basket. So this wood basket, if I choose to, I can always go put it in my yard. I mean, that's what I love about these hanging, just about all these hanging baskets and all these hanging clay pots, is that, you know, you relocate them once they're in bloom, especially if they're a fragrant orchid. I like to have it close by so I can smell it. So this is another idea for you guys, these beautiful hanging baskets. I really like the way that this came out. I really like that. Very pretty. All right, so last in this repot, I'm gonna show you how I pot a catasetum inside the basket. So I did realize that I didn't show you, I didn't spray my other repot, the bolero, with the hydrogen peroxide. I did go back and give the roots a nice spray. So just in case you guys thought I didn't do it, I did do it once I finished and I realized that I hadn't. All right, so I'm gonna be potting this catasetum. It's a little bit different when you pot on. You don't remove any of the existing media. You just kind of add media to it, which is what I'm going to be doing to this catasetum. This one's fairly new. Let's see. I got this catasetum with Sunset Valley Orchids back in January, and I don't want to mess with the roots. I heard that once you mess with the roots, they stop. I don't know. They stop growing, and you'll never get a spike. So I'm not gonna mess with the roots. I mean, this is what she's in. She's inside of sphagnum moss, and everything looks good. I'm just gonna place her today inside a larger container, which is gonna be my basket, my wood basket, and I'm gonna add those hangers to it so I can hang her. Now, not sure if I'm gonna take her out in my yard yet. Might just keep her under my terrace, but I did want to show you guys how I potted in, because I had her here and I was going to do that today, so why not include her in this video. All right, so I'm going to be getting some fresh sphagnum moss. Let me just spray her a little bit down, just a little bit, because, you know, she does look good, but just in case. Okay, so let's see, I'm going to put a little layer at the bottom and just fill it loosely all around. Again, just for stability and so she gets the moisture that she needs. Now, catasetums do need a lot of water when they're growing. So I water her very often, maybe 3 times a week. And her roots look amazing. Look at that. A lot of my catasetums are in spike right now, so that's very exciting. And you guys know that I am doing the giveaway with Sunset Valley Orchids, and it's going to be over. It's going to be over July 1st is when I announce the winner, so it's going to be over June 30th. So if you haven't signed up for that yet to be part of that giveaway, do it. 2 winners are going to be chosen, and Sunset Valley Orchids will send you guys a catasetum and a cattleya as the giveaway. And these are just amazing. They're just amazing orchids. I love catasetums. All right, so that is my pot on. I'm gonna put a little bit more towards the top because I do realize she's a little bit taller than the basket. I mean, eventually, and I've already done it to some. I'm just gonna grab this one from behind me and show you. Eventually, the roots will just all grow in, and she'll stabilize herself inside the basket. This has already been in here for a few weeks, maybe like almost a month. So eventually she will get, the roots will just all kind of blend in, even though she looks a little bit taller for this basket. And I'm just gonna tie her up. Oops. Tie her up and add the hanger to it. All right, so this is it for the repotting. I'm gonna just repot the rest off camera, and I'm gonna join you out in my yard once I'm finished. I have to tell you that I love to repot. There's nothing like giving all these orchids a brand new home. Next time I see you, I'll see you in my garden. I hope you enjoyed this repotting session. All right, you guys, so all of my orchids have been potted. Everything came out so nice. I'm very happy with all of my orchids in their new homes. So now I'm gonna go and bring you with me and let's just see where we put them. So let's see, I'm gonna grab this bolero and just walk with you guys because we're gonna go hang it. All right, so I hope you guys liked that repotting video. I hope I was able to teach you guys something and give you ideas for your gardens. Like I said in this video, this is my summer project repot, and all of these new potted orchids will be part of this project here. Look at that. I mean, I can just basically just put her anywhere. Gotta really I have to really see where I'm gonna put her, and eventually I do want to bring some orchids here on these parts, but we'll see. We'll keep working on that. That's it, you guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for spending your time with me. Don't forget about the giveaway, which is over June 30th, July 1st, announcing the 2 winners. And that's it. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Happy repotting, everybody. And I will see you in my next video. Bye-bye.